Today, we're going to talk about a truth that might completely transform the way you see your life, something that's probably been right in front of your eyes for years, yet you never really noticed. Have you ever paid attention to this? In the homes of people who are financially well off, those we call wealthy, there's usually a sense of simplicity, spaciousness, that famous minimalism. But when you look at the homes of families who struggle to make ends meet, or who live on very limited means, what do you see? Overstuffed storage rooms, balconies packed to the ceiling, cupboards filled with things untouched for years. Piles of maybe one day I'll need this. At first glance, you might think this is just about money. Of course, the wealthy throw things away, they can buy new ones. But if we dig deeper and look from the perspective of thinkers like Carl Jung, who studied the depths of the human psyche, we see that this phenomenon has very little to do with money. It's rooted in a state of consciousness. There's a powerful truth often emphasized by modern thinkers that aligns with Jung's ideas of the collective unconscious and the shadow. Poverty and wealth begin in the mind long before they show up in the bank account. Today, we're going to explore why people who grow up in scarcity have an instinctive tendency to hoard and hold on to everything, while people with a mindset of abundance have no fear of letting go. This isn't just a matter of tidying up. It's about energy, neurology, and most importantly, belief. You're about to discover how your mind chains you to the past and sabotages your future without you even noticing. And by the end of this video, you won't just understand why you've struggled to invite abundance into your life. You'll also learn a powerful, practical method to shift this mindset. If you're ready for this deep journey, support the video by liking it and sharing your thoughts. Let's begin. Why does this happen? Why do so many people cling tightly to scarcity without even knowing it? Using Jung's insights into human psychology, we can call this a scarcity mindset, a subconscious program built on the fear of losing what little you have. When someone grows up in an environment of lack, their subconscious forms a belief that says, I don't have enough, and tomorrow, I might have even less. This fear doesn't always speak out loud, it lives in the shadows Jung described, guiding your choices and shaping your relationship with physical objects. Let's take a familiar example from our culture. Imagine you have an old jacket in your closet, its color has faded, it's out of style, and it doesn't even warm you anymore. A scarcity mindset instantly whispers, don't throw it away. Maybe you'll wear it in the village, maybe for painting the house, maybe you'll need it someday. This simple thought reveals something much deeper than an old jacket. It is fear, the fear of not being able to buy a new one, the illusion that this outdated item is your only security. This fear chains you to the past and the physical objects you cling to become symbols of that fear. That broken toaster you'll never fix, the cables kept just in case, the worn-out sofa you can't let go of. Through Jung's lens, these are not just objects. Every time you see that clutter, your brain receives the same message. We don't have enough. We must hold on. We are not safe. You relive old emotions, old scarcity, and you recreate exactly the reality you fear. You turn your home into a museum of the past, leaving no room for the future. Never forget, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. If your inner world is filled with fear, memories, and a sense of inadequacy, your outer world will mirror that through cluttered balconies, packed closets, and overwhelming storage spaces. Keeping unnecessary objects is not thriftiness, it's fear. And this fear is the heaviest weight on your progress. Realizing this is the first step toward a new life. Now let's look at the other side. The world of someone with an abundant mindset. What does such a person feel when they let go of an old but still usable object? Not loss, freedom. This is the key difference. A wealthy mindset lives from a sense of abundance. It believes the world is full of opportunities, that when something leaves, something better will replace it. This is not blind optimism. It is a deep trust in one's own potential and in the flow of life. This principle aligns with Jung's emphasis on energy. Everything is energy. For something new, a new opportunity, idea, or object to enter your life, you must first make space for it. If your home and your mind are full of old, expired things, how can new energy enter? Old objects carry old energy. They remind you of old struggles and old versions of yourself. When you hold on to them, you vibrate at the frequency of the past, blocking new doors from opening. Letting go of objects is not just cleaning, it is a ritual, an energetic act. When you discard something, you are telling your subconscious, I am ready for something new. I trust what comes next. I deserve better. You stop holding on out of fear and start letting go out of faith. This shifts your entire internal vibration. With every object you release, your brain forms new neural pathways, breaking old scarcity loops and building new circuits of abundance and flow. It is a declaration. I trust my future. Now let's dive deeper with Jung. Every cluttered space in your home is the physical form of emotions you haven't released. That little figurine from an ex is not just an object, it carries heartbreak or nostalgia. Those piles of old magazines symbolize your postponed plans and unfulfilled dreams. That broken device waiting for repair mirrors unresolved problems in your inner world. Each unnecessary object becomes an anchor to the past, and the more anchors you have, the harder it is for your ship to move forward. Releasing objects is not only physical, it is emotional therapy. You let go of the emotions tied to those things. You forgive, you release, you begin again. It is self-respect in action, because how we treat objects is a direct reflection of how we treat ourselves. A scarcity mindset whispers, I don't deserve better. This is the best I can have. The clutter around becomes a silent witness to low self. Meanwhile, an abundant mindset says, I deserve the best. I trust myself. I will not hold on to what no longer serves me. This is not arrogance, it is dignity. Carl Jung said true transformation is the process of becoming who you really are. And this transformation often begins right here. From the old self trapped in the past to the new self creating the future. But where do we start? Big piles of clutter can feel overwhelming. So start small. Here's my suggestion. The one item a day rule. Today, right now, choose one item that no longer serves you. A faded t-shirt, a cracked mug, a pen that doesn't write. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is the act. Hold it and ask, does this bring me joy? Does it serve me? Does it reflect the future I want to create? If not, it's time to let it go. Release not only the item, but the emotion tied to it. You're not taking out the trash, you're making room for the life you truly want. And afterward, sit quietly for a moment. Close your eyes. Visualize the empty space filling with light, freshness, and new energy. Imagine yourself living in a clean, spacious home, filled only with what you love. Feel the peace, clarity, and abundance. Combining physical action with mental practice creates powerful transformation. You're not just cleaning your home, you're creating a new version of yourself. Now let's widen the lens. Jung's concept of the collective unconscious reminds us that we're all connected. The clutter in your home isn't only your problem. It reflects a societal scarcity mindset, this culture of consumption and fear. Around the world, billions of unused, forgotten items sit in homes, bought out of impulse or insecurity. This is not abundance, it's fear. Fear of missing out. Fear of not having enough. Fear of being inadequate. We buy to fill inner emptiness, but the objects don't bring lasting happiness. Instead, they become more burden, more fear. When you consciously let go, you reject this cycle. You heal not only yourself, but the collective. You choose awareness over consumption. You show that happiness is not in the number of objects, but in the quality of inner peace. Now, let's talk about the real difference between a wealthy and a poor mindset beyond objects. There are three fundamental pillars that separate the two. 1. Their relationship with time. The scarcity mindset sees time as an enemy. It says, I don't have time. While wasting hours scrolling or watching TV, it treats time like a coin that can be lost. The abundant mindset treats time as an ally. It invests time rather than kills it. It plans, prioritizes, delegates, and learns. 2. Their relationship with scarcity mindset fears mistakes. They confirm the belief, I am not enough. So it avoids risks and stays stuck. The abundant mindset sees failure as feedback. It asks, what happened? What did it teach me? What should I change next time? No one successful got there without falling dozens of times. 3. Their relationship with learning. Scarcity mindset thinks learning ends after school. I already know. It says and, stagnates. The abundant mindset is an eternal student. It reads, listens, attends, evolves. It sees the mind as its greatest asset. So how do you shift into the wealthy mindset? It's not a talent, it's a muscle. Step 1. Turn time into an investment. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now building my future or wasting it? Step 2. Redefine failure a place. I failed with I learned. Step 3. Become a lifelong learner. 15 minutes. A day is enough to transform your mind. Thinking like the wealthy is not dreaming about a lottery win. It is action, creation, conscious transformation. We started today with the clutter in your storage room. We dove into the depths of the mind, into Jung's shadow and the subconscious scripts that shape our lives. And we saw this truth. The clutter around you is not the result of poverty, it is the cause. It is the physical form of fear, scarcity, and being stuck in the past. But here's the good news. You don't have to live like this. You are not a victim. You are the author of your story. I'm inviting you not just to clean your home, but to begin a deliberate act of creation. Start small, one item a day. Don't see it as a chore, see it as liberation. When you put that old sweater into a bag, feel yourself releasing the fear tied to it. As Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Now is the time to change that fate. Every space you clear in your home is a new page opening in your life. A declaration to the universe. I'm ready. I deserve abundance. I trust myself. This is the moment you truly begin to live. Start today. Start now. And before you go, I want to ask you a question. What emotional burden are you ready to release today to make room for your future? Share your thoughts and experiences below. Take care, and stay in abundance.